I hate being bipolar. I love it. Just to be clear, that's a joke. In act of civil disobedience, you're now watching and listening to Jeiku. Yes, I am still wearing the hat. Hey, how you doing? Jeiku, I didn't think this was gonna be a video. Guess what? Neither did I. This is all spontaneous, on the spot. I'm shooting videos back to back. There's just a lot of things happening. Wow. Anyways. But what I do is I make these Twitter posts, and yes, I do actually make them myself. We work on the graphics and everything, and a peculiar flex, but alas. But yeah, I just think it's a whole lot of fun. I like making these Twitter posts, and I'm asking you all a question. We're all anime fans, so I'm asking you anime-related questions. You guys answer, and I get good responses from everybody. So yeah, I decided to make a video on one of these. Yesterday, I asked you... Well, it actually wasn't yesterday. So one of my Twitter posts was, don't even try to pretend you never got emotional over an anime. So tell me, what anime made you cry? Here are some of your saddest... Here are some of your most depressing responses. Alright, so first person I'm going to talk about here is Rona Per Gunslinger. That person says, too many to count, but these four probably take the cake. Hainan 2006, yes. Planned, yes. Your Lie in April, yes. EF A Tale of Melodies, I didn't see that one, but hey, I mean, all these are like super emotional. Yeah, I mean, Planned is just super crazy sad. Well, Your Lie in April, if you don't cry during this, you're not human. Sorry. Thank you so much for your responses, really cool. Next person is Cleo Leo, and that person said, none. I made myself cry. Hey, I didn't know you were an anime. Zayblade Blackson said, cheeky. Both times I watch it. Oh my god, yeah, that anime is, it's painful. Oh my god. The last 3 to 4 episodes, oh my god, it's just like freaking tragedy after tragedy. They really humanized the vampires in that show. Like, man, it's such a good watch. If you haven't seen it, watch it, but be prepared to be like emotional at the end. Like, it's just powerful. Wow. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, fantastic response. I'd even consider that one, so thank you. Tabby Kitty said, Herturbi no Mori. Oh, the feels. Okay, unfortunately, I didn't watch this one, but it got a lot of likes. I should probably check this one out myself, so thank you for your response. This is one of the reasons why I like doing this, because I get to see things I've never seen before, so thank you for introducing to me a new title. Thank you, Tabby. I Am Hardboiled said, Magical Shopping Arcade Abanabashi, and pretty much everything. Oh my god, I forgot. This anime is so freaking good. I need to make a video about it, because I just feel like it was right at the cusp of, like, anime being accessible and not being accessible. Like, I feel like the older titles... Alright, quick break. I just want to say this. I feel like a lot of the older anime titles, they were popular just from like word to mouth, right? And it really had to stand out. You really had obscure titles that were very good, and just a lot of people didn't know about it. Now, by today's standards, it's like we kind of have like the opposite like problem. Anime just wasn't accessible before. Now it's so accessible, and now there's so many good titles. It's hard to find the good ones because there's just too many titles. Before, it's just like there's good titles, but good luck finding it anywhere. I remember seeing this like at Suncoast. It was very hard to find. Man, that anime is extremely powerful. I agree. I cried during that one. So thank you so much for your submission. I Am Hardboiled. That was a really good one. I'm gonna go ahead and RT this one because, man, it's so damn good. Sheen Forbies said, you can be a hero too. Broke down into tears. LOL, My Hero Academia. This show made me cry more than once. Yes, this show is, it's so freaking powerful, man. And yeah, it's like, I think that happens either in the second or third episode. It actually might even be the first episode, but yeah. I remember like just being so touched by that as soon as All Might says that to Deku, and you can just feel that is exactly what he needed to hear That's all he ever wanted, and he has his hero saying, yes, you can do this. So, oh man, so good. A lot of people who haven't seen My Hero Academia or don't understand why it's so great, it's because of moments like that that make it so good and powerful. So thank you so much for your submission. Yeah, I highly agree with that one. Thank you. TSN's K-Blade and Sage Saga said, to this day I tear up. Yes, the Pokemon movie. Oh my god, Ash, just wake up. Just wake up, Ash. I know, man, there's like... It's so good. Like, granted, I know it's like one of the first films, but it's one of the best ones, and it's probably because of moments like that. It was just so, like, emotional. Like, it's kind of ballsy to have, like, these really, like, emotional points in the film and expect kids to, like, watch it and, like, understand everything that's going on. But yeah, man, it was just... It was so well put together. Yeah, very powerful. I remember that too. So thank you, man. That was a good post. Thank you. Next person, SC Exalt, said, Angel Beats. Yes, thank you so much. I mean, that anime, oh, so freaking... I have more to say about that, but yeah, that's definitely one of my top picks. But Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. I know that anime is pretty emotional. I never watched it, but I've heard of a lot of things about it. I'll check it out at some point. There's so much in my backlog, but yeah, thank you for submitting that. I knew that there was some drama in it. I didn't know it was like an emotional anime, so thank you for your submission. Thank you. Hero Watcher said, Your Name the Movie. Oh my god. That anime, oh, so freaking touching and sad. And like the plot points that like, they're just so powerful. I can't spoil anything, but it's like, you really want to be with somebody, and they're just simply out of reach. Like, imagine, like, falling in love with someone completely, and you want to be with that person by any means necessary, and it's just impossible. It's just, the distance, it can't be closed. It's such an emotional film, but yeah, very good. Thank you for submitting that. I can't agree more. That is one of the most emotional... That is one of the most emotional, beautiful animes I've seen. Like, both in animation and just in the ways that it's written. It's just absolutely beautiful. So thank you so much. This next person is Zachary Khan, and that person said Polymagi Madoka Magica. Yes, yes, yes. Oh man. Man, imagine just being tortured, like, through lifetimes and lifetimes to get something done right, and every time you fail is just absolutely heartbreaking. Again, there'll be spoilers if I explain exactly what's happening, but let me say, this anime, it's like, it was super crazy popular, and I feel like it lost a lot of steam, just because of how many titles there are. But if you have not seen this series yet, just do it. It's very short, the animation is superb, the musical score is really great, and I assure you, there's some emotional plot points that were just unexpected and just so good. Like, that one stuck with me for a while. And don't let the cosmetics of the show fool you. That is actually kind of the point. But yeah, go ahead and check out this one if you have not. Super amazing. Thank you. Next person is Sibo, and they said the one and only, yes, Code Geass. Man, that show is super powerful. I'm really gonna water down what the show's about, but yeah, it's about this kid who has the power to mind control others, kind of like Death Note because he can kill you. But imagine like just a normal high school kid who decides to use his power to help his country and just sacrifices everything. I mean, he goes into war zones, he's commanding an entire military, and there's just sacrifices along the way with friends and betrayal. Yeah, just imagine like sacrificing everything, and you're doing it for your country. Really, it's just a really good anime. If you haven't seen that one before, man, I love that one. It's so good. Next person is Someone's Son, and this person said, well, I can't say what they say. I'm gonna blur out what they said because I don't want to spoil everything. But people who have seen Full Metal Alchemist, they know this scene, and I'm gonna go ahead and say I think this is probably the saddest part in the whole anime. And there's some sad parts in this anime, but this one stuck with everybody, myself included. So, oh yeah, great choice. Like, if you know the show, you see the screenshot, you immediately make the connotation of depression. So thank you so much. Support BMBLB said, Darling in the Franxx. They didn't actually say anything, but yeah, there's a gif of it. And yeah, dude, Darling in the Franxx, oh my god, you know, I know the show, it got a lot of like mixed reception, but I will say the overall journey I think was really great, and they did a really good job with like just plucking at your heartstrings during some parts, especially between Zero Two and the main character. There's a lot going on. Like, you just have them, at first you have like the conflict of interest, and they're not being open with each other, and there's some really good reasons why, and then to them accepting each other, and then one losing their memory, and then one hating themselves because they essentially used the other person for self-gain. It's just so good, and it's just a fantastic love story, you know, regardless of what happened in the ending, which I know, again, a lot of mixed reviews and reception, but overall, fantastic anime. If you haven't seen it, I think it's worthwhile. The emotional points alone are probably worthwhile for watching, so thank you so much. That's a really good post. Loser for Wiley said, gotta be honest, the first ever anime to make me cry was SAO, which is Sword Art Online for those who don't know. Yeah, you noob scrubbies. Sword Art Online, you don't even know what that one is? Jeez. Yeah, no, but for as much hate as Sword Art Online gets, I'm not even going to take the time to defend it, even though I think I could, or should, but yeah, there's a lot of emotional plot points. I mean, you have some between Kyoto and Asuna, the AI, I can't remember the name right now, but there's some pretty emotional scenes with that character as well. I mean, yeah, imagine getting stuck in a game and your whole real life is just out the window. Everyone that you love and everyone that you know and care about, gone. So yeah, expect some emotional scenes, because yeah, I mean, imagine having to cope with that. Really great anime, great submission, thank you. Manga Man said, on top of my head, series Steins Gate, Steins Gate Zero, yes, Spice and Wolf, The Ancient Magus, Bride, Heian, and Fairy Tail. The movies, Steins Gate, yeah, absolutely. Wolf Children, Children Who Chase Lost Voices, haven't seen that one, and In This Corner of the World. Thank you for mentioning those. I haven't seen all those movies, and I should probably get on that. And you said I'm probably missing ones? Oh yeah, there's way more than I can imagine. I can't name them all in one sitting. I mean, there's just too many titles. But yeah, Steins Gate, and obviously it is your profile picture, but yeah, really, really impactful. You know what's crazy about Steins Gate? It's like, I was kind of expecting it to be emotional, but it took like a good gap of time. Like, for a while, it's just like a show that you can't really take serious at first, because at first it's just a lot of experimentation and trial and error, but then like once it starts hitting like the high points of like, oh man, this show's like getting pretty freaking serious and dark, it just starts like getting really hard hitting, and it's just like, I don't know, it was such a good build up, like it was perfect in timing, just really well executed. So yeah, I have to agree. Thank you so much for submitting. Next person is Godzilla 2 Hype, and then he said, your name, last episode of Elfen Lied, yes. Season 3, episode 11 of My Hero Academia, Bunny Girl Senpai, A Silent Voice, EP3 of High School Girl, oh yeah. Man, High School Girl was pretty emotional at times. But yeah, I 100% have to agree with Elfen Lied. Elfen Lied was a good, like, it was such a good anime, like the ending, it was one of my favorite ways for an anime to end, because it was somewhat ambiguous and you can tell what's happening, but it's not spoon-fed to you, which is one of my favorite things when it comes to like anime, like storytelling. I don't like it when everything's just so like spoon-fed to you, and it just like, it does just enough inference for you to put together what's happening, and it's just like, oh, it's so sad. They just do like a whole lot of imagery with everything. If you haven't seen it, you're not gonna know what I'm talking about, but man, what a powerful anime. Really violent too, by the way. Thank you so much for submitting. Next person said Fossey, and they said, too many anime to name. Yeah, and then you put a gif of the Violet Evergarden, which, oh my god, I really need to make time to see. It's just so hard to make time for anything, but it's like so absolutely breathtaking, the animation. And I know everyone keeps saying it's emotional. I can't wait to watch it. I'm gonna try to brace myself when I do. But yeah, I just, man, it really like raised the bar for like animation. Jeez. Thank you so much for reminding me and your submission. Thank you, Fosti. Next person is HS Zachary Kampachi, and they said Clan, Elfin Light, JoJo, Death Note, Maria Nikki, and One Piece. Yes, I have to say, man, Future Diary, it's so freaking good. You know, the thing about Future Diary, I think, at least for me, it was so unexpected. Like, it feels like somewhat of a mindless anime, and in the last arc, it really pieces everything together, and I think it has to be one of my favorite anime endings. Future Diary has one of my favorite endings of all time. Like, I might make a video now based on like my top 5 favorite anime endings, and this would definitely be like in the top 5 because it was so unexpected. It was such a great twist, and to me personally, my favorite type of endings are endings that make you rethink the entirety of the whole show. Like, I saw the ending, I'm like, wow, now I can rewatch the whole anime, and it carries significantly more weight than it did the first time around when I watched it, because now I know everything that's happening, and oh man, it's just so painful. But thank you so much. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for your submission there. Alright, you guys, I'm going to start wrapping up this video. I just wanted to make a short little upload and kind of have fun. I know this was like literally unexpected. So that just goes to show you should just respond to what I say, because who knows, I might make a video on it. But I'm going to read my post and my personal belief in what anime made me the most emotional. But I'm going to read it out to you. I said, I personally choose Angel Beats. It wasn't a perfect anime, but it had many emotional plot points, and after all this time, it is still impactful to me today. Yeah, it just really is. There's just, like, I know that it was kind of a wreck in terms of, like, introducing all the characters and giving everyone enough screen time, but for the characters that it did make it a focal point, it was just put together so well. The anime has a lot to do with acceptance. It has a lot to do with acceptance of what happened in their past. It has a lot to do with acceptance of themselves, and just the relationships between some of the characters is just so damn beautiful. Hey, I just want to say thank you so much for supporting me everywhere, whether it be here, on Twitter, wherever the case may be. Thank you for everything. I have a whole lot of fun doing this. I hope you guys did too. Please leave a like. Please subscribe if you're new, and if you don't, come on, I get emotional enough over the animes. Come on, just please do this for me. Thank you so much. I've been Jeiku, you've been amazing, thank you so much for everything, and Jeiku out. please leave a like. Please subscribe if you're new. And if you don't, come on, I get emotional enough over the animes. Come on, just please do this for me. But no, for real, thank you. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Thanks for supporting me when and wherever you can. Thank you so much, everyone. I've been Jeiku. You've been absolutely incredible. And Jeiku out.